What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming. Welcome back to 2.5 Stars. This week I'm joined by
Erik,
Kelly,
Jason.
Oh my goodness! You've got a name.
Oh my God!
Is Jason from the same dimension as this Rick?
I was right on time.
And Rick. So I'm here too.
Was I super delayed?
No.
No.
Oh, you said it was the same dimension. I'm like, what? Was I really far behind?
It was a joke we said earlier.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't make any sense in this context because Jason was like 1,000, and then he got all the way to 31,000, and then said it.
It was like Jason wasn't here. He was playing a joke, like, "Oh, I'm not here again for my podcast choice."
I heard them both, and I was like, waiting on Ricky, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's my turn.
Jason panicked.
That's why I yelled it. I panicked.
Oh goodness.
All right, so this week for our final movie for Halloween month, or other people call it October apparently, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. We watched Annabelle. Yeah, there you go. Hey, this is what you normally don't hear on
the flubs are
things.
back, baby.
This week we watched Annabelle Creation, directed by David Sandberg, written by Gary Dauberman, starring Anthony LaPaglia, Anthony LaPaglia, Samara Lee, and Miranda Otto. IMDb synopsis. 12 years after the tragic death of their little girl, a doll maker and his wife welcome a nun and several girls from a shuttered orphanage into their home, where they soon become the target of the doll maker's possessed creation, Annabelle. So what'd you guys think?
Holy fuck. It was so much scarier than the first one.
It really was.
Like, way scarier.
Yeah,
Demon was still really lame. Incredibly lame.
The monster guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the only thing in the movie that didn't scare me. Once they showed him, I'm like, well, this isn't scary at all.
Yeah, I mean,
anymore.
I was talking to Steven about it earlier, and I was saying like it'd be way better, like if instead of actually showing like a demon, maybe it was just like this thick black swirling cloud.
They did that at one point, and they should have left it at that.
Yeah,
because
and just
that was scary.
have it like that. I mean, that's way more fucking scarier.
I mean, this movie, when Annabelle is in the window, and then she turns around and says that she's going to take their soul, and her face is all fucked up. I was playing Minecraft with Steve, and I'm so glad that we weren't talking at the time, because I screamed, turned around, and punched my fucking chair. I was so scared by it.
Yeah, I thought it was something like, so the big monster was not scary. Like, I did think, I laughed when he did the Spider-Man go down behind that girl.
So did I. I chuckled.
They cut that off so fast because somebody's like, "Nice one, Spider-Man, you fucking idiot." But the part where the woman is looking in the mirror, glances up, and then sees him all like crouched back, I was like, "Ooh, that was creepy."
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy shit, that's creepy."
But when they full-on straight up just showed him going across the ceiling and stuff, I'm like, this is not scary. They should not have shown him. They should have had the sounds and her look up but not see him, right? That would have been so much fucking scarier.
Maybe you saw like claw marks developing on the roof or some shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Some invisible fucking creature crawls across the roof.
When they did show the claw, I mean, that thing was heck no so scary. Like, I have black dogs, like, their claws, like, after I was watching the movie, I'm like, oh, get away from me? Like, no. Did not like that.
Well, what was that movie where the dog gets in the church and its head's all upside down?
Dog with the church and the head.
Yeah, it was like a pit bull or something like that, and like the guy's in the church and like there's this dog that walks up. It's like snarling, but its head's all upside down.
I don't know.
It may have been.
This sounds like a really bad trip.
No.
Were you taking a lot of drugs, Ricky?
No, it is an actual scene in the movie.
What movie?
I can't. That's why I'm fucking asking you, asshole.
You've only seen 12 movies, Ricky. How can you not remember?
Right?
5 minutes from now, Ricky's going to be like, oh, fuck, that was last Sunday. Never mind.
No, there's an actual movie.
Ricky's like, wait, was that Forrest Gump?
But you guys aren't being helpful, so you know what? Fuck off.
It was Ernest Goes. You know what it was, Ricky? It was Ernest Goes to the Pound.
So you're talking about a dog with its head upside down in a church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his head's twisted around.
Yeah, like it's twisted upside down.
Who stars in the movie?
I
don't know celebrities. They're all
I know you
just
like
people.
Was there a hot chick in it? Do you remember a hot chick?
I know there
Come
was
on,
a
man.
chick in it.
But was she hot?
I can't remember that.
Obviously, there was a woman in it.
I think this is the cure for all sexism, all isms, is just to have Ricky's outlook. Where I think there was a guy there. What did he look like? I don't know. It was just some guy.
Oh,
Man, we
yeah.
solved it, guys. Fucking Ricky.
And then
You know?
Ricky would be like, "Oh wait, I'm remembering.
Chick?
He had breast and long hair. Oh wait, that's not how a guy looks."
Whoa. I've seen Fabio, man. He's got both of those. He's quite a man.
Fabio.
Yeah.
Viper Man here in the chat thinks it's Harold and Kumar. I'm not seeing Harold and Kumar here. This thing says Unborn.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think it's
the hell
Unborn.
is
You see, that guy knows it. Whoever that is.
He said Harold and Kumar.
No, the other guy that says Unborn.
I said Unborn.
Oh, you said Unborn? Okay, well then you know it then. I thought you said the other guy said it.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, so I'm almost positive it's Unborn. Yeah, that was an incredibly creepy scene. Like if dogs do that shit, no.
This movie had Gary Oldman in it. I don't remember ever watching this movie. Did we watch this for a podcast?
Have
No.
we?
No.
Well, then we should.
Wait, all four of us can't remember a scene in a movie. Ricky can? What can? He must have come from the parallel dimension that I'm from, because there's no way that's going to happen in this at all.
Yeah, so it's creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know. Steven's looking it up. You can't
Yeah,
really
well,
see it.
nobody can see that, so just keep talking.
Oh, we're supposed to keep time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Steve is right on the break of something. He's on the verge right now.
Yeah, he's
So-
not on the verge. He's watching a movie.
Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit.
I'm gonna watch this movie right now, real quick. Turns out he's just playing the movie on the podcast.
Well, this is Inception here. Like he's
He's
doing a movie
accepting-
within a movie podcast.
I better not have any dreams about this, Ricky. I don't like dogs with upside down heads.
I don't think anyone really does, do they?
It's gonna be a dog with an upside down head, and it's gonna be like lactating spoiled chunky milk.
Wait a second. You know how you know it's not Ricky's dream? The dog doesn't have a jar of peanut butter with it.
No, see, that's Ricky's reality.
No, it's not. That's Ricky's fantasy. The dog brought the peanut butter. Ricky didn't even have to supply
see?
it.
That's it. Brought it with it. Like it
His
wants-
reality is he already had the peanut butter. The dog
So-
just showed up later.
So did any of you
God
guys
awful.
see the girl in the back right when? All right, so the blonde girl,
Jan.
Janice, rides the elevator up, right? And right at
Yeah.
the beginning, it shows the daughter walking around. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
She's in the back. I was like, "Ooh!" I think the creepiest part for me was when Linda, which is the weirdest little girl name ever, even though I know there's adult Lindas.
Yeah,
Well,
the person
but-
does it.
They're,
This was back then.
yeah, this was like in the 50s, so that's like a normal name for little
I
girls.
feel like
then.
they should have had at least one Matilda in there then,
No.
Maybe a
or a
Bridget.
Betsy. Yeah, a Betsy.
There's only
you know?
5, 6 girls in there, so I mean they can't use all the names from the 50s. But Linda and Janice were good names. I don't even remember the other ones.
Margaret.
Anita.
Nancy.
Nancy.
One of them was Nancy and Carol. Carol's not a 50s name. They didn't name anybody Carol till 1972.
You don't know.
You know that for a fact,
That was
don't
a
you?
law. It was in the Geneva Convention.
That was just in your dimension, Erik.
That's right.
Hey, Viper, all those are great movies. Joe Dirt, we watched for a podcast, and MacGruber. We haven't watched it, but we need to watch that. So,
Gruber.
yeah. So
In my
this,
dimension, he's the president.
MacGruber is
Yeah.
this.
That's a reality
this
TV
Unborn
star everybody
movie.
can get behind, right?
Yeah. My mom's calling.
Just blow shit up every day.
So MacGruber, not MacGruber. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, this movie Unborn. That was it.
Yeah.
The only scene I can see is there's this old man that turns his head upside down. It's pretty creepy looking, but I don't see a dog.
It was. You could like see the neck dislocating and breaking
Yeah.
as his head turned, and then he like ran toward him on all fours on it, like upside down.
Okay, so
It
now
was fucking
Jason.
creepy.
Oh no, that's all right because Steven just showed us the. So I was like, okay, now you know what the fuck I'm talking about, you asshole.
That's the movie I was talking about.
I just watched it.
Yeah, I never realized. Wait a minute, he just saw that scene, so obviously he knows a little bit. But
Nice, Rick.
Oh, jeez.
So Would any of you guys go into a room that supposedly was locked and then it just unlocks in front of you and then you see some creepy shit? And,
No.
I mean,
See, I don't know. I'm Snoopy, so maybe.
you're Snoopy.
But what?
Nothing.
Doesn't look like Snoopy.
But no.
Doesn't-
After seeing all the dolls and stuff, I'd be. Why did I do that? No, I'm just gonna back away and I'm not going any further.
No, I'd push the door open and just look and be like, that was really weird. And then I'd close it and like walk away. And if I got that creepy vibe though, when it turned, like that, something weird is going on, I would like fucking run down the stairs.
Or if the door just like bangs open again, it's pretty much like, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, you just move, you're gone.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you have nowhere to go, you just walk and you keep walking.
Yeah,
How,
you just don't
how
stop.
old
You
is
just go.
Janice and Linda at this point? What age do you
8 or 9, probably.
All right.
If
So
that,
if 8-year-old Erik happens to pretend that he's a girl to be in the orphanage, the all-girl orphanage, after I got done trying to, look at some of them without their clothes on, because that's what I did when I was 8, I would, and that door opened up, all right, I would check in to make sure there's no naked ladies, right? That's what an 8-year-old boy does. Then, when you felt the creepy vibe, you just light the place on fire.
light the whole house on fire.
Light it on fire.
That place
That's
would
what
have
you
gone
do.
up really fast too.
Then what you do is you just say, "Oh, I didn't do it." That's it. That's all you gotta say.
If that
You didn't do it.
if
I'm
that
8.
doll actually burned, would the spirit lose its power because it would no
No, it-
longer have a vessel to hold it
Don't
to
you
our
remember the second
realm?
movie or the first movie?
Didn't it just come back to life?
The one before it did it was in the apartment when it burned and it didn't burn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Doll was like the only thing that survived it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so see, people have tried just to burn it down.
It
All right,
survived
guys.
by
No,
the
no,
luck
no.
of-
They didn't burn the house down. Okay. First of all, I would have
Just
burned
burn
the
the
house
apartment
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just burn the house down. And then that way, when that guy who's not dead at that time, he's like, "My God, you burned my house," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that creepy doll over there told me to do it." It just saved everyone's life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but now
saved-
you're also going to probably an insane asylum because you're some little kid.
I'm some little girl. They don't know I'm a boy. They're gonna be like, little
All right.
girls have never started a fire.
For one,
Just have
they
long
knew.
hair and probably I'd be 8. So then, like 2 years from then, when I started growing mustache hair, they would probably put me in the can.
No, they
I would-
wouldn't. They'd be like, "You got a good future as a circus freak."
Well, they would have definitely had to lock up one of the guys because I'm sure I would have slipped in there. Full access. I'm 8. That's what 8-year-olds do, right?
Damn it.
I don't
Wait, from
think
my
that's normal.
dimension, that's what happens. That's why I was like, wait, why aren't they doing anything? Oh, there's no boys there. That's stupid. Girl. Who's gonna light the house on fire? I'm just in there smoking. The doll's like, I don't want anything to do with this.
I can see
kid."
like Louise if she was in a home like that, light the house on fire.
Oh yeah, she'd
totally
take
do
that
it.
doll out. That doll would be
The
fucked.
fucking
Yeah.
doll would get inside, like the demon thing would get inside of Louise, and she'd be like, "No, we're done. Can't be in here.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
get me out."
The
Louise would
demon's
just
like,
force.
let me out. Let me out.
Louise would use the demon's powers for her own doing.
That's pretty much how I would see that going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it'd be fucked up. So did none of these girls trust the nun lady? Because they ran right to their room instead of trying to go to the nun's room when anything happened. Like, little kids usually run to their parents. I know these kids don't have parents.
Or
but,
the adult.
yeah, or some kind of adult, and they don't run to that at all. They run right back to the bunk bed thing. I was like, what the fuck is a bunk bed gonna do? You think you're too tall to get away from the thing?
I don't know how much you can trust that nun. She does get possessed by the demon.
That nun doesn't get possessed by the demon.
Did you watch after the credits? I'm pretty
That's
sure
not
she
her.
did.
That's not her.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
no,
her.
No,
Made a
that's not
comment
her.
when she was looking at the picture frame. There was her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I had so much fun with those 3 girls," and didn't mention anything about this one at the end.
That's the nun demon from the second Conjuring movie,
Yeah.
Jason. Or
Yeah.
from the first Conjuring movie also.
Also, I
Yeah.
think was she in Annabelle also?
She
Seemed
probably
like
showed up
it
there.
was.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of tied
That's
all in
creepy.
together, really.
Yeah, it's
so-
all the same
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Are they gonna? Is there been a Conjuring 3?
No.
Better not be.
Well, the Conjuring
Careful,
one.
no.
I hope they keep going with it. I just want to see Patrick Wilson and that lady, the Vera Farmiga lady, just tackle ghosts. and demons.
We ain't afraid no
kick
ghosts
their
to go
butt.
out and start wearing.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna have kind of like a crossover between like The Conjuring and Ghostbusters.
Well, that's the direction they're headed. Conjuring 1 was scary. Conjuring 2 was kind of a comedy, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't scary.
It wasn't funny.
It was a little scary, a little bit.
Oh, when she was in the basement and like under the table, that was the only part. When she fell
There was
down
that
through the
part
wall.
with the old man that was scary, wasn't there? Where he's sitting in his chair.
Hell no.
Oh
I hate that
yeah.
old man.
Yeah, that was a little
I
creepy.
remember that. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, the old man that died in the house and just like won't leave. But I think also the really creepy part. Now that was the same one where that little kid walks to the back door and the dog's there.
Yeah, I didn't like that dog thing.
And
That
then the dog
didn't-
transforms into the huge ass.
The bell or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that was like what the fuck.
Oh yeah,
That was
that
fucked up.
tip top man or whatever.
Yeah.
Guys,
And then-
that was pretty creepy.
With Steve's luck, he'd walk it downstairs later that night, and Caboose would be down here, and then his dog would, for some random reason, stand up on his hind legs and stretch, and Steve would just fucking run out the front door.
Yeah.
throw something at him and run. The fuck out of
So-
here.
So poor Kelly, it's like she's never. I don't think she's actually watched a scary movie from the beginning, because this entire movie she's like, "Wait, what happened with the doll? What?"
No,
And I'm like, obviously, like the woman had an accident. It has to do with the doll. They like summoned
hello,
the
you know I
demon
watch
somehow.
movies like this.
And Kelly's like, "What, summoned a demon? What does that have to do with Annabelle the
No, no, no.
doll?"
No.
I'm like, "What? What?"
Get a load of this guy. No.
Oh yeah, now she's got answers. After I explained it to her 3 times.
Yeah, I asked some questions, but it wasn't like that. I didn't
No, there was more.
Oh,
Just smack him, Kelly.
if only I could. No, but like, so I was asking like, why would the demon just be there? And then Eric's like, oh well, they try to summon the girl, and the demon, they got the demon instead. Well, that made sense, but I was still like, they still had the girl there.
Well, that's
No,
how
they
it
didn't.
treats you.
I know. I just still it was like crazy. Plus, I'm scared, so there's that.
She wasn't thinking rationally.
I think she's still a little
Well,
frazzled.
So we were talking about how the demon kind of sucked, just the way he looks. Just he always looks shitty. at
It
least
looked
the
like
last
they
2 movies.
painted a person black.
That's what they did.
They did.
And
Dude,
that's
it looks
it.
scary. You guys are just like being all macho right now. Come on.
No, he was not scary. He made me laugh when they showed him. It
I
held the
want-
mood.
I laughed the
need
first
to-
time we saw it too.
Yeah, like it
We
just.
need to
I mean,
find
it
an
almost ruins the
tall
movie.
guy to dress up like this, and then put him in the corner of the dark room at Jason's house, and then step out with glowing yellow eyes. I guarantee there will be pee in his underwear.
There's
As
pee
it
in
would be
Jason's
if it
underwear.
happened to me. I would definitely have peed. I mean, okay, let's see. What else could you use?
Let's
you know what?
say this,
you could even
Eric.
put a new sample right ahead of time, and I would still pee. I'd be like,
If
"Oh, what
if
the heck are you
you,
doing in here?"
and I know who you are, you're not trying to be scary, but you hide in a dark corner of my room and then step out and just like, oh, hey, what's going on? I would pee myself because I'm not expecting it, all right? But because it was a movie and you're watching it and there were so many scary things and then they show that, you're like, well, why is that's just not scary?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I think they should just like have
Not-
the thing disappear and then come back unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys jump when the girl was in the barn getting possessed, and then it
Yes.
just showed the little girl get on top of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that little that jump thing that scared the crap out of me.
Yep.
That's the only time I've ever been scared of a little girl.
When-
Other than when I got kicked in my balls when I was in 4th grade, I was scared then.
Damn it.
It would scare me too if even with that demon, if he had like ran at her, vanished into the black smoke, and she's like looking for it, and then he grabs her from behind, it would freak me out to have him like basically warp through her and then reappear behind her and grab her. But they didn't do anything scary. I mean,
I know.
Instead, we get demon picking up doll, walking with it, or Spider-Manning behind somebody.
Spider-Maning was funny. You guys gotta admit though, okay, so it shows the demon run at her, poofs, right? It's disappeared. Then you see the girl's face and she's looking, and then she backs up and the demon pops out of nowhere behind her and she doesn't see it. You're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
because you're the whole time you're like, turn around, you idiot! Did you smell a sofa? He farted. I think demons fart all the time.
that's why it
why
always
sulfur.
smells like sulfur.
Yeah.
It's what they eat.
They should
Makes
quit eating
sense.
so many sulfur cakes.
They're just eating all those eggs.
Yeah.
Just hell is just full of pickled eggs. So you know,
Ooh.
that's why it's hell. All you have to
Bubbles
eat are
is like,
pickled eggs.
I like it here. That's not too bad.
I mean, honestly, I have a jar of pickled eggs sitting up in my fridge right now that I'm like really looking forward to. They're gonna be awesome.
I peed in that jar.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Yeah. It'll add to the flavor.
It won't hurt it, Ricky. It'll be fine.
There's sulfur in pee, right? I mean, that's not so bad.
It's a lot of ammonia,
There's a lot of ammonia.
a lot of sodium.
But the thing, pee is like a clean thing, and it's your brother's. I mean, it's all right. You probably got it in your mouth before, anyways.
Gross.
Oh,
Jason, go! Get out of the house
I
now!
had to-
Just get out of here!
You
I
know,
had to feed so many cups to get Ricky to drink a little.
No!
I just watched all the cups of pee. So
Damn it!
when the mom goes in for the tea party and the little girl grows into the fucking demon thing, that one got me though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was creepy.
That was fucked up. That was kind of, it reminded me of the nurses in Silent Hill, where they kind of have that like jittery, jaggy movement kind of thing. I don't know if you guys seen that movie.
yes.
Or played those games. But fuck that. I do not want to go near that shit. And then, you know, the little girl gets fucking chucked off the fucking banister later on. That was real messed up. I thought when I first watched this movie, it was just going to be like, you don't see the girl again. And that was it. She's going to appear in random places like the Annabelle chick.
Yeah.
Or the...
No.
What is the daughter's name? Her name's not Annabelle, was it? Or was it just...
It is. It's
It is.
Annabelle. Yeah,
Okay.
They just
her,
called
nick-
her
her nickname
Bee.
was B. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think her nickname was B, is
Yeah.
what they referred to her
So
as.
it's
But
That's
her,
exactly what we just said, Ricky.
okay, well, no, you just
That's
said
because after naming her, they were like, Annabelle. We just don't really like that name.
Did somebody throw Ricky's wallet up his butt and he's got his head up there trying to find it? Been like this whole podcast.
Well, normally Ricky's on it with like the jokes and stuff, but like every joke he said, you said 2 seconds before him tonight.
Well,
That's because I'm from a dimension. I'm right ahead of him.
Oh, that's right.
You're 3 seconds behind, but you're still ahead of Ricky.
Nice.
Oh, man.
I'm just joking. So the thing. The little girl, I think, was more creepy than the demon a lot, though.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
Well, little kids being possessed are always creepy, well, they're the creepiest fucking thing. I mean, you can't get around that. Little children being possessed are just, it's fucking terrifying. I mean, like,
Yeah, especially if it was like your kid. You
yeah,
know,
like when
oh, damn it, why are you-
Steven's daughter
I
started talking
scared
about
her.
her dolls playing or talking to her. I mean, that's scary as shit.
No, she said they move their heads.
Okay, yeah, they move their heads.
Kind of
yeah.
like in the movie when Annabelle like turns her head. but the
Exactly,
doll turns
yeah.
its head
Like, that's
towards
scary as
the
shit.
girls.
Yeah.
You know, like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna tell my kids, like, if you ever see anything like that, you come tell me, and I'm gonna burn that sucker. We're just getting rid of it. Ooh, I'm not having that crap in my house.
Eric and Kelly have kids. Like, by the time they're like 4 years old, next thing you know, like, Eric's like on our doorstep. He's like, "Hey, so I had to burn down my house. Can I stay with you guys for a few months?" What happened? Oh, well, one of my kids said they saw their doll move their head, so you know, had to burn it down. Like, makes sense.
Athena is always talking to someone in the house that's not there, and she's constantly, like, almost every night says good night to someone who isn't there in the corner of the room, which kind of freaks me out. But then last week, I don't remember what day, but anyways, Yvonne was in the bathroom, and I was in there with her, and she was doing her hair, and she thought Anita walked by, and she looked out, and then I was like, Anita's not even here today. She stayed the night at her friend's house. She's taking care of her dog, and she's like, an old lady just fucking walked by. I swear to God, I fucking saw an old lady walk by, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And just went back to doing what I was doing because I didn't want to think about it. But I've been a little freaked out ever since then. And then we watched this, and that's why I turned around and punched my chair because it scared me so bad. I thought something was behind me.
Yeah, that is creepy.
Yeah.
So this guy who plays the demon, Joseph Bishara, I'm looking at this thing, and he's got credits for Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Insidious, and Annabelle, and all of them say composer. And I'm thinking, why would they name the demon composer? And I was like, I didn't know all those worlds were connected.
Oh my god.
And then I had to scroll down and went, oh yeah, fuck, I'm an idiot. But I had to tell you guys because it's funnier this way.
Who is the demon in Insidious? I thought was pretty creepy with the red face.
Oh, he plays the lipstick demon in Insidious also.
yeah, that was creepy.
Demon.
Yeah, the one with the red face, that was way creepier than just the pure dark one.
They're all
I
evil.
think
don't
I
know.
think though out of all of them though, I think the nun is probably the creepiest fucking one.
Oh, good.
Yep, don't
Right,
like the nun.
yeah.
Yeah, that fucking
Hell
nun
no.
is just like fucking scary as shit.
What is it doing in a church, anyways?
I don't know.
It's basically defiling it.
So maybe we need a new Conjuring movie to tell us the origins of the nun.
They can have that lady, the nun in this,
Yeah.
be in that, but they can play it with Salma Hayek. You know, she's getting to be an older lady now.
Yeah,
She's what 40 now?
I'm pretty sure she's 50 or something, right?
I'm not sure
She looks
40 is
40.
old, Eric.
That's old enough. I'm not 40 yet, so that's old to me. Anything that's 2 years older than me is old.
That makes me old,
Right.
doesn't it?
I don't know. Are you an old guy?
Are you 40,
Same age as
Jason?
me.
No, but just
You're not 2 years older than me, Kelly.
I'm not. I just said Jason's the same age as me. Plus a
Better
couple
not be.
months.
Have you been lying about your age to me this whole time? You better not be more than 2 years older than me.
You
That
know I'm not.
pisses me off. I'm gonna be like, you lied to me.
I'm not sure how old Kelly is. I know we're the same age, but I'm not sure how old I am. So
Like after 20, I couldn't count anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, we all know that Eric dropped out of school early. He got up to 20, couldn't figure out what came after. He got so frustrated. He's like, "Fuck this shit."
fuck this shit. I can make a lot of money, a lot more than 20, cutting down evil trees.
I could make a lot more than 20.
I could make
I
like
don't think
20
I've ever
20s.
said that before. Thank God I've never said that before. Wouldn't that suck? Ugh.
Well, you just did, so you know, there's that.
Yeah, that was repeating somebody though. I didn't actually.
Yeah, but I mean, you
Thank
said
God.
it though, so you know, you did say it.
Yeah. So did you.
Ricky also. There's other things Ricky says a lot.
Yeah, but see, I don't really care. So you're the one who cared.
I'm
about
just
it.
saying. I'm glad I never said that like seriously when I was.
Well, you see now you're adding shit onto the story here. You didn't say that originally.
It was a part of the how I said it is. It's called context. You know, it's all that stuff. You just.
I know all about
just
giving
like,
context highs.
But when
okay?
you're, see, I'm telling you guys, Rick is like around up himself, and he's
Oh,
like,
God.
all he can hear is just like muffled. He's like, and he smells in there, and he's like, God damn it, can we be done with this so I can go in the bathroom and take care of this?
Hold on,
Who the
I quit paying attention to you about like halfway through.
Yeah, see, it's all the
I could
muffling.
tell
He has no
his
idea.
eyes glazed over, and I was like,
His
yeah.
eyes are always glazed over. Ricky, you should be a spokesman for fucking Visine. Guys, I figured out how we can be $1 million heirs.
$1 million errors.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, that's how we do. We're gonna have Ricky,
Oh,
I'll be
God,
his
I'm
agent.
crying.
and then Ricky can be the spokesman for Visine. That'll be amazing. I mean, could you imagine a Visine strong enough to get Ricky's eyes clear?
He couldn't be the spokesperson because they couldn't make him. They couldn't make a Visine that strong.
Well, they'd
They're
make
this
one.
is basically acid.
They'd be like,
It's just white out.
Yeah.
It's just white out and some contact lenses. It's like, all right, you put this white out on the contact lens. You won't be able to see. It's gonna hurt. Just remain calm. We'll get it out as soon as the commercial's done shooting. All right, I can do it.
then because he won't be able to see, he's gonna trip over something, and they're gonna have to reshoot it like 6 times because he'll keep doing something stupid.
They're like, and start.
And he's falling down again.
Did you want me to go now? God damn it!
Yo, I can't see you. I can't tell if you're telling me to go or not.
They'll have to.
I can't see you.
They'll have to put those glasses with the fake eyes on it just so he can walk around.
He'll start the commercial without glasses and end with them.
Or he'll be like, oh fuck, what's his name? I just had it. The guy from fucking Strange Wilderness, Stoner guy. Justin Long. Justin Long.
Yeah.
He'll be like Justin Long and have him painted on his eyelids.
Uh-huh.
It's like, could you just take out my eyes and put in doll's eyes?
That'd be kind of creepy.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be creepy?
You got
Wasn't
doll
that? Did you
vision?
Did you guys see the eyes though?
The glowing eyes underneath the
glowing
stairs.
eyes underneath the stairs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucked
Billy didn't notice it at first.
up.
I
And I'm
think,
like,
I think they blinked when I saw it.
yeah, I was like, see that? There's eyes right there. And it's just like, what? Ah! And then it blinked. I was like, and then the doll got drug away really fast, which was creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you guys ever see the video of that chick who put like a doll eye in her eye and got it stuck in there? And like
No.
started screaming and crying, and like her mom had to go in there and like basically called her an idiot and helped her get it out.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Like this chick like puts like this fake like eye cap thing over like inside her eye and like gets it stuck in there. And, like her
What?
mom has to go in there and get it out and like calls her a fucking idiot for it. I'm like, good.
Why would you do
You
that?
need to call your fucking kid an idiot if they're stupid enough to do that.
You should. More parents should call their kids idiots, since most kids are idiots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look what your parents did, Eric. I mean, and that seemed to help you out a lot.
Yeah, all the time, every day, several
You're
times.
still doing it.
I mean, you're out there
man.
building fucking zip lines with nails, just
Hey,
boarding it into the.
Hey, at
the
least
rooms
I
and
was
shit, and-
ambitious. I built stuff. I mean, I was D team. And when it didn't work out, I changed it and then safety tested it again. Which, by the way, I did have a working prototype of that
Well,
after a couple tries.
every kid does some dumb things. I mean, if they ever find that orange crayon Ricky shoved up his nose, his hair will turn brown again, and he'll look like his brother.
I might
that
gain
one?
back some of that IQ I lost too.
Oh yeah, that's a bonus.
Ginger color, some of that ginger color crayon.
I did. I didn't think that you know the myths were true about that, but
Do you
they
would
are.
you like? Do you wish it was a platinum crayon at this point?
Yeah. I kind of do. You know.
So I have a question. If you guys could get $1 million, all right,
All right.
but to do it, you had to spend the night with that demon,
No,
and you had to let it cuddle you for 15 minutes.
cuddle me.
Yeah,
No.
and just
With
do
the
whatever.
demon?
Now,
Or
is
the
this
doll?
demon going to continue to
The
follow
demon.
me?
No,
And, like, fuck me
after
up?
the night's over, it leaves you alone. But whatever it wants to do to you for the night,
I would
it-
pay $1 million so I wouldn't have to do that.
Now, is it going to kill me or like make me paralyzed or something
might.
like that?
Is it
I
gonna
don't
piss-
know. What are you gonna do to piss the demon off?
You don't have to do anything to piss the demon off. The demon will just kill you if it wants to kill
I
you.
don't know. Maybe the demon likes pot smoke or something, and Ricky would be safe.
Well, I mean, you've never heard of any pot smokers ever getting possessed, so I mean,
Do I get to go in with the
Just 'cause
taco
they're
sauce
too-
and ball juice?
maybe.
Yes, you do.
I'll be fine.
Maybe
Okay.
that's like demon kryptonite. Like they just can't do
Maybe
it.
if I summon Beetlejuice, he can maybe keep me safe.
You
I
mean
mean, he's basically a demon
Yeah.
himself, so.
I don't know. I don't think Beetlejuice would be like, I'm not touching this guy.
You can't say it again now. You realize
That's
that, right?
twice. That's twice
No.
tonight. We're done.
The same person has to say it 3 times, guys. That's a rule.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think
In the movie,
I think
you
someone
guys-
needs to look up the rules
I've seen
about
the
it.
movie more times than other people.
more
And
times than other people. Like,
He's
what
not
other people?
real anyway. So
Well, what's the time limit? Could I say it again in like an hour?
Yeah, you could say it now. It's been too far. It's like more
I don't
than,
think
like,
it's
2
been too
seconds
far.
apart.
I don't think it's been too far.
Otherwise, it would just count when anybody said it.
I'm too scared to say it again because I
It'd
said
just
it,
be
you said it.
popping
As
up
far as I'm
everywhere,
concerned, it's
'cause I'm
3
sure
if I
other
say it
people
again.
said it in like you know what? So you guys haven't answered me though. So nobody would take the $1 million?
I said I would.
One night?
If I had the ball juice and taco
Hot
sauce, I would
yeah,
be
yeah.
fine.
sauce.
My trick is
That's
I would
true.
just not bathe at all for like 2 weeks. That thing would be like, I'm gonna catch something if I touch this guy.
It's
Fuck that.
true. It's true.
I mean,
It's true.
Jason and Steve seen what 3 days without bathing will do.
I mean,
in that car.
Now, do you think I
I
might
mean,
be immune because I'm a ginger?
No.
You're never immune.
That
Like,
means, yeah, that
means
means
it's
you're
easier
more
to get in.
easily. Yeah, that's right. It's easier to get in for a demon.
Well, what if like like my body's occupied by a bunch of other souls?
It is.
So it'd be difficult for him to get in there.
I think a ginger's like a gaping butthole for a demon. Just so easy to pop it in there.
Well, thanks, Eric.
Oh god, that barfing of the stuff into the mouth. How the hell did they do that? It looks so real.
They probably did it. And it's like, get ready. We're gonna be releasing this video on 2 different sites, so don't worry about it.
God damn it, Rick. Oh, fuck, man. Child.
So gross. Oh, that was just awful. Did the Scarecrow guy scare you guys at all?
Scarecrow.
A little bit.
Oh, not really.
I mean, it was kind of a messed up Scarecrow. Why just give it a fucking head or something like that instead of a sack head? But it's like those old school Halloween costumes, shit like that. Have you seen pictures of that shit?
Oh my
Where they're
god!
like the most
Those are the freakiest
terrifying
things.
fucking things. It was like trick or treating back in the day was scary as shit.
It's fucking brutal.
That's because you had to be scarier than the ghouls that came out.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Like, you never
I haven't
Googled
seen
that
any of
shit,
this
dude.
stuff.
You
Like,
haven't?
dude, that shit's fucking brutal as fuck, dude.
Like it looks, it's like something so simple, but why do you keep doing air quotations?
Why are kids so much tougher back then? We need some of that old. You know what we need is a time traveler from 1800 to start breeding with people to get old man strength back in our veins. We need it back. It's all gone.
Well, we can technically travel in the past, but we can't go to the future, so that should be physically possible. Yeah.
I think it's probably the wait. Isn't there? So there's movies where you can only travel backwards, right? And then also movies where you can only travel forward. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Time Machine, you can H.G. Wells Time Machine thing, you can travel only forward.
Yeah.
Terminator stuff, you can only travel backwards. And
Actually-
apparently naked.
In Time Machine, I swear to God, you could travel backwards, but no matter what you did, the world would correct it to be back to what it was. Even if you save someone's life, it would just kill them in another way.
I'm pretty sure the way that worked was like something with it was like time was cyclical in that one, where you just travel until you made it back to the point of where you were.
Oh
okay.
yeah, that makes
And
sense.
the new universe is like a few inches lower than the old one.
Yeah,
Well, it kind of was because he was like in a cave at one point in the thing.
there's this book called Lightning by Dean Koontz where this Nazi guy could only travel forward, but he was like one of the nice Nazis.
Yeah.
He saved this little
A
girl's
nice
life.
Nazi.
And then,
okay,
no,
yeah.
I'm serious. In the book, he was.
Why was he
Nazi
just a
leader.
German?
Wait, listen. He saved a little
Nice,
girl's
dude.
life several times, and then murdered a bunch of other Nazis. Now that seems pretty nice to me.
So, Steve, what'd you find out about Beetlejuice?
You son of a bitch! You screwed us all.
Oh, fuck!
No, there's like time limits and stuff. Michael Keaton is not going to invade your guys' house. He's going to have his agent call and all that. You guys are fine.
He'll just come in the fucking vulture costume and take
Oh,
my,
God,
take
he's
my
going to
junk.
fuck you guys up.
I tell you what, though, if Michael Keaton shows up on Steve's doorstep, I'll invite him in.
You guys think Michael Keaton could take two of you in a fist fight?
Yes.
Same time?
Yeah.
I
Totally.
think he could too, because in a movie he had multiple personalities.
Well, I think he could.
He was
just 'cause
4
he was-
times
he
the
was-
man you guys are.
He was Batman at one time, so I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
could do it.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
you can't beat the bat unless you're a Joker.
All right, if he has
you just
4
gotta kill
personalities, I'll take the one that shaves his tongue because I think I can take him.
You're at least equal
No
mentally.
way!
Yeah.
That guy's got dumb guy strength. They don't know when to quit. They just are like, ah, and then you're like, well, how did you do that? Oh my God.
That's Ricky and Steve would both be having theirs, and they'd both be making sandwiches and shit, and I would be on the ground still getting pummeled because he doesn't know when to stop. I just made a
I
really
think-
bad decision.
You know what, Jason? I think the more likely thing is that you're quicker on your feet than both of them, and Steve would just get attacked, and then Ricky would be like, well, I guess I got to try and do something here.
Well, no, you got to figure this. Steve's the kind of guy that in that situation.
I would make them team up on the other two.
Well, no,
They somehow,
He
they
just
somehow join forces
just
with
grabs
them.
them both like Mo from the Three Stooges and just right by the ears and just throws them at the guy.
yeah, pretty much.
Get them,
Yeah,
boys!
yeah, that's pretty much. Or like he would trip one of us as he's running away. You know,
I'd
like-
convince the two Steves to attack these guys, and I'd be like, "I'm a Steve. You guys are Steves. Get that guy." He's a
Steve is
gen-
just furiously writing Mark Zuckerberg. Like, I mean, he just says your style is no good. Your style sucks.
God damn it.
He says he can
Stoil.
take your style.
Your
Yeah, your
stoil.
style.
Stoil.
And they just show up like zing. He's
Damn it.
like full screen Facebook, and I'll take him.
I just realized there's also the Michael Keaton that can fly with wings.
What, the Vulture?
Yeah, the Vulture.
Yeah, I already talked about the Vulture. That was the first one I didn't mention.
I know, but then I'm thinking back on that. I'm like, he's had some really good roles.
He was also apparently Birdman in a different movie.
He was. I used to watch that
Oh my
movie.
god,
I like that
So
movie.
is he the Vulture in the new Spider-Man?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Oh really? I see. I thought you guys were talking about Birdman, the movie where he's kind of a crazy
I liked him in that
crazy
movie.
guy. That was a real burp too.
Jeez, Rick.
Thanks, man.
It's Erik. Thank you very much. So, what do you think? Oh shit, that derailed real quick. Where's
Did you forget it?
Yeah, sorta. I know what I was
So
gonna
we
say.
need,
I feel
what we
like
need is
when-
the extra guy who just scares the shit out of us when we don't talk.
Yeah.
So I feel like Under the Stairs, like instead of the demon, it would have been Gary Busey. It would have been way scarier. And instead of like seeing the eyes,
You just see the
the teeth, like munching
Oh!
because he's eating under the stairs because it's all dark.
And it's like that movie Under the Stairs. No, that's a
The
different
people under the stairs, that thing scared the fuck
Oh.
out of me as a little kid.
Yeah.
Yes, that. Oh, I wish I could find that because I would have picked that like 3 years ago because it's still the creepiest movie to me because I lived upstairs.
Yeah.
Like my bedroom was up there, and I had to run up those friggin' things, and it was one of those stairs where you could actually reach out and touch someone, not just it wasn't like solid all the way through. Creep. Yeah. That-
I feel that way every time I run up like deck stairs or something like that. And there's that opening. I just feel like
yeah.
somebody's gonna grab me. I'm gonna fall down the fucking stairs.
I have never thought of that. That makes me. That freaks me out a little bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's time for Eric Translates Busey.
Down.
It's time for Eric Translates Busey.
Well. That's the sound the bear makes. That's something you learn on your own, though. It doesn't matter the words I give you. What matters is the words you have inside you to tell you what I just told you in your own way. We gotta recharge your brave batteries. What kind of an idiot are you?
All right, Eric Translates Busey is a segment we have on the show where I read a quote from Gary Busey and Eric translates it for us because nobody knows what the fuck Gary Busey's talking about, and sometimes Eric does. This week's Eric Translates Busey is fuck. I lost it. Where the fuck is it?
That's a weird one.
I just had it, and it's
Yeah,
not
why would he
where-
tweet that?
I know it's weird.
Fuck, I lost it. I
Wait,
just
he's,
had it.
he's just
You
writing
lose
down
adventure?
internal dialogue at
You
this point.
lose mine. Wait, already did that.
Just like, yeah, it's gonna. That one's the easy
You
one.
lost
Steve.
his lunch in the dark.
Yeah, he's just gonna write down. He's just writing down internal dialogue. His brain's like, look, what was I gonna say? I lost it. Bam, nailed it. All right, on to the next one. What's your new one, Steve?
The next one. Okay, I remember what I was gonna what it was. Now I just gotta find. Oh yeah, okay. That's a cartoon sound for balloons that don't have air.
It's a cartoon sound for balloons that don't have air.
So he heard. It sounds like.
Like fapping.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Is he? Oh my God! He finally. So his son Jake apparently was using the restroom, and he walked by, and he was, let's say, using an iPad inappropriately,
Or the
or a phone, or
you know.
even his imagination. Maybe he was. You know what? Let's just say he was checked into the spank bank, and he heard it. Gary Busey heard it, and he's like, "I think. What does that sound?" Because Gary Busey doesn't do that. He doesn't seem. Bet he doesn't either. I bet he just looks at his genitals and goes, "Yeah," and then it just shoots out. And he's like, "Fucking worked every." Like, why doesn't everybody else do this? That's why he says it so much. He's like, all this pent up activity. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." There we go.
Do you think that's what they put in Gatorade? It's Busey's magic goo or whatever it is.
Why would they
damn
do?
it.
It's not like
Butters.
it's
Butters.
Rick's Tears of Joy or whatever the fuck cookies.
The
know?
memory
Simple
cookies.
Ricks.
Yeah.
Simple Ricks. Memory
Simple Rick's, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, Simple Gary's scary ass adventures. Could you imagine eating anything that guy's like? Oh my God,
It
you could
basically
just put
turned you
acid on
insane.
cookies. We could just put acid on cookies and call it Simple Gary's adventure cookies.
Adventure.
I did it.
Nailed
Adventure
it.
cookies.
Yeah.
That's what they are. You're gonna definitely go on an adventure if you eat these
Get
cookies.
some like. You think
Warning,
you can put
please don't eat more
DMT
than
in
one.
cookies?
Do you think you put DMV in cookies? What did you say?
DMT. Wait, you
Oh.
guys don't know what? Do you guys know what DMT is?
Yeah.
Rick does. All right. How about you, Jason?
DMT?
Yeah.
Not a clue.
All right,
So,
Kelly.
like a mass hallucinogen.
No.
It's all right. So it's actually a chemical that our own bodies produce, and people think it's like where you get like a near-death experience, because apparently it has like replicable effects when you do it. It's what's in like ayahuasca. You mix it together, it makes. Apparently, it's in grass, but you can't get your body to metabolize it out of the grass. Not weed grass. It's like in like everything. Regular grass. Dandelions or something. I don't know.
Are you gonna go all Bubba, Bubba here and like tell us all the different kinds of grass?
Yeah.
Deer grass.
Deer grass and pine trees, fir trees, oak fir trees, cedar trees, beechwood trees. It's not in birch trees, those dirty bastards.
Yep.
I have no idea how many trees it's in.
Eric
But
just
apparently
cuts down
you get like
trees, so he knows
super
everything about
ripped.
trees.
It's not like in a you don't get like a euphoric feeling or anything. It's just like acid. I think acid might.
I think we might have figured out what's wrong with Gary Busey. When he had his motorcycle accident or whatever happened to his brain, he has. It's just like because you said it naturally occurs in the brain, right?
Yeah.
So whatever happened with that, he hit that part of his brain, and now it's just overdrive constantly. So he's constantly having weird experiences, and whatever. What would you near-death experiences? There's the word I'm looking for.
Goes to the bathroom, his life flashes before his eyes.
Constantly. It's just always like that. So he's just freaking the fuck out
weird.
all the time.
Oh my God. Could you imagine living like that?
Can you imagine if in that moment, it was every time you were in that moment that flashed before your eyes, so every time you sat at a red light, you had to experience every fucking red light you ever sat at? Of course. When he goes, and has an orgasm, he's experiencing them all at once. You see that?
It's just instantaneous, so it's just that's all just
it's super euphoric because he's having so many of them at once.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just I'm sorry to say it, but I think you'd crap your pants. And then you pass out. You get like that vein that pops out in your forehead when most people get mad. But it only happens to Gary Busey when he says, too little too hard.
Oh, man. And,
that's why he seems so happy during the Lethal Weapon movie, because he got to do it so many times.
He seems really happy doing everything lately.
Yeah. That's good, though. There's nothing scarier than a grumpy old dude.
Yeah. Then you turn into Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
So that was Eric Translates Busey.
Yeah, that was Eric Translates Busey for this week.
Yeah.
Eric just came, apparently,
Uh-huh.
according to our theory here.
Thank God we can't see anything below his,
Yeah, he's not standing.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Hopefully, Eric wears pants on these so he doesn't accidentally flash the world
He's
as
never
junk.
wearing pants.
He flashed us his junk once. I don't think you were here yet, and so I feel like he should always wear pants when we're online.
He's never wearing pants. If he is at home, his pants are not on. It's just
Ricky, I'm wearing underwear.
Oh, that's good.
Close to pants as
but
I
it's
get.
not pants.
I don't wear pants.
You know what?
You know what, guys? I had pants on today because I had to work, and you can't wear shorts where you're going to get covered in oil. Stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like
legs
Eric
get oily.
is really living up to E. Sanchez's name due to the fact that I could see him wearing only underwear.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I do it.
Underwear and a lab coat. Yeah, that's pretty much how
I'll
I do
never
it.
forget this. So we were staying at Steve's house for a couple days, right? I'm down there. I woke up. Ricky's standing in the kitchen, and I walk in there, and I have no shirt on. I'm in someone else's house too. I'm not in my house, so I'm in someone else's house. I have no shirt on, and the smallest pair of underwear that I own, because that's just so happened we had. And I'm standing there, and Ricky's like, just looks at me. He's like, I don't even know what to say. And then he just fucking turned around and he walked away. That's all he did.
Just walk away.
He's like, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't feel comfortable right now. He's like, it's all skin.
There's not enough between you and him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
I
he's
mean,
getting-
like if he wants to, he can just pin me up against the counter here, and I mean, there is nowhere for me to run.
Ricky's gonna put more clothes on that way. There's more separating you two.
Yeah, I think so.
Ricky, why are you so puffy? I'm wearing
The
6
less
pairs of
clothes
pants.
Eric's wearing, the more I have to.
That's why Ricky always has his camo coat on around me, because he's like, It doesn't hang all the way down, but it covers up my butt. I'm good to
And
go.
also, not to mention, he can't. I mean, he has trouble
Plus-
seeing me too whenever I stand still.
That's right.
Because
Can't
Eric's
see him.
vision is a lot like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's based on movement.
Correct.
Exactly.
That's not entirely true. I do have a porno-based vision as well. Steve has witnessed this before.
What when
guys
we
ever-
went to the bookstore and you like magically pulled the porno book
Oh,
out of
yeah,
the freaking the middle of the whole bookstore? There's like
Were you there
thousands
when
of
I
books.
turned my head around for no reason and then caught the girl with her boob out that fell out?
Was this
Were
in-
you there, or is that Emmett? I can't remember. We were at school, and somebody bent over to pick something up, and her boob fell out, and I just turned around and seen it.
It's probably it, but I don't remember that one.
Yeah. I was like, did you guys see that? And of course, everybody's not looking because they're dumb. And I was like, I seen it. I mean, it was, I was in high school, so I was perving out, but that's what high school boys do.
Eric,
Blue
you
radar
still
was
do
strong
that.
back then.
Not at high school. I'm not
No,
doing
not
that
at a high
That's
school.
not
Come
happening.
on. Not at
Hell
a high
no.
school.
No.
Damn
I
it,
just
man.
want to get the clear. It's the internet, man. I don't want this video to come out like 5 years later, on my land where it's like, oh, you were looking at girls in high school just now. It's like, no, I wasn't. I made that clear in the video.
Did you make
Suck
up a
it.
social media by calling it My Land? Or what the fuck you just said?
Oh, I
love
didn't
it.
mention that, I'm at. Actually, my land sounds kind of cool. You could
Yeah.
have like your own little area and you could decorate it. Maybe farm it a little bit.
Damn it.
Maybe
It's
have
gonna be a
You could-
farming game, like
Yeah, then
like
you could
on
ask other
Facebook.
people to farm your stuff all the time and be
They
really
get
They
extra
like make
jewels for
comments
it?
on your little signs
Yeah,
and
They
shit.
get
with
extra
the
jewels for it and
20,000 requests, you could just hammer people with that.
Maybe have sex with the animals there and then eat them after they give birth to your young.
What? Why do you think like this, Jason?
That's actually a plot from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't just make I thought she was
Okay.
We really
man.
should have
Okay,
left
I'm very
Kelly.
I
glad
know,
that-
we really should have just left it for Kelly just to rip fucking Jason a new one.
my mouth dropped open because I didn't know Kelly hadn't seen the episode, and I was just like,
No, she
like-
hates Rick and Morty.
That's why I didn't
and,
say
like,
anything for so
Okay.
long.
And like she hates
For
me
the
for
record,
introducing it to them.
Wait, what?
I was like, Kelly basically doesn't like Rick and Morty, and she hates me for introducing it to Eric and Steve.
Oh no. I'm slowly creeping in there where I like it, huh, Eric?
Yeah, I know. I've been doing my good
This last
job picking up
season,
the solid episodes and then showing them to her. I'm like, yeah, this is. And I just play it in the background.
I mean, I didn't just buy the costume for him because I love him.
Yeah.
I didn't just buy
Oh
him
yeah.
all that stuff for his birthday either. Just because it's kind of funny.
Oh fuzzy.
I admitted it.
So
Yeah.
she's got Stockholm syndrome, is what you're saying?
Yes, I've held her hostage with Rick and Morty nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got her to like Trailer Park Boys.
Oh yeah.
I'm still sad about Jim Leahy though. He could have played Rick in live action.
That would have been
Oh
awesome.
god, that would have been like the perfect fucking Rick, wouldn't it?
Think about that. All they had to do is give him a wig. He's be perfect. Oh, they could just use Randy as Morty too. Damn it. That'd be
old
weird.
fat Marty.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that which was the little girl that took the doll to dump down the fucking well? I can't remember.
That's
her name.
Linda.
Linda. Yes, it was Linda.
She had some fucking balls. You take that doll that's you've seen move around with his demon,
Yeah.
and you run it out
That's
by
what I said.
yourself.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what
like,
I told Kelly.
Okay. Although then she did dumb stuff and stared down the fucking well.
Well, all right.
How
Yeah,
you
and then
doing
opened
there?
the thing more than she needed to.
Yeah.
If you're all right, guys, look at this. This is something I told Kelly. I was like, look, if you ever got to throw a creepy doll down a well that's possessed, what you do is you only
Drop
open
this
it
down.
just enough for the doll to go through, but not you,
Yeah.
right? Then you throw it down. You hear whispers. Oh, you know what that means? Go get a big thing of gasoline and throw it down there and then light it on fire.
Well, she had that lantern. I bet you that lantern was that an electric one though? Was that a
No. In the
It was probably a
1950s?
gas
I don't think
or-
so.
So she could have tossed that thing down and it would have busted and lit everything on fire down there.
But there's water in
Maybe. I don't
So
know.
the gas, it would
Oh, well,
definitely burn on top of the water. I mean, we've all seen Indiana Jones.
We want to make sure the doll goes, though. I feel like maybe if she just set it in the middle of the floor in the house and then threw the lantern down on the doll so it was covered in the accelerant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of something creepy. What if the doll ended up at a pedophile's house? Isn't that weird? Like then,
Suddenly
that's like
the
one of those
demons-
scary movies. No, think about it. Like that's a scary movie where you want the guy to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just like the doll would terrorize the guy. Then it's like that demon's doing a good thing. Isn't that weird?
So
But
now
after-
Team
now you
Annabelle
just,
rather than Team
yes,
Herbert.
so you're just taking the fucking demon doll to places where people need to die.
Yeah. Let's use this thing for good.
So
Right?
after the guy rapes the doll a few times, and then the demon shows
It's
himself
not going
and
to
he
get
rapes the
that far.
demon.
The doll, look how pissed off the doll got when that girl shot it in the face with the little toy.
Oh yeah, wasn't
It was
happy.
Yeah, that doll was like, hell no.
That toy was pretty cool though. I like that
Yeah,
little
like
like
little-
reel
the
system
gun,
on
I
there.
yeah.
thought you were talking about the doll. I was like, oh
No!
shit, she's been possessed. I'm
No.
gonna have to put Kelly down a well.
Oh man, that very beginning where the guys, the store owner guy, he's like, "Hey, when's the new dolls gonna come in, man?" Where everybody's asking for them. Can you imagine how many people have those fucking dolls in their houses? Although maybe nobody got them because his daughter died that day. So
Yeah,
maybe they
that's
didn't send
kind of
that
what
shit
we
out,
figured.
so. Because it sounded like they had them all ready to go, but I didn't see any more in the house or in the shed.
God damn. I mean,
Yeah.
all right. Parenting advice though, like what my parents did, because I was around broken down rigs all the time on the side of the road. Hey, this is what you do. You tell your kid, don't get out onto the road.
Yeah.
And then when they start getting onto the road the first time, you smack the shit out of them.
Yeah,
Yes, do that.
When I went and watched this in
Away from the
theaters, when I went and watched this in theaters, I'm watching because I'm assuming, I was like, all right, this girl's got to die somehow because assume this is the girl that's going to be the ghost girl. And I'm like watching, and then the car, because it goes through a little bit, they go to church
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm like, all right, what's going to happen? And then it gets to the car thing. I was like, ah, fuck, she's going to go out in front of a fucking car. I thought maybe something like, maybe a demon was already around and maybe it was going to push her out there or something like that. But then she just runs after that nut and, gets smashed by the fucking car.
I use that as a learning experience.
Yeah. The
Do
movie
not let your
or-
daughter
To not let my daughter near a road, ever.
Well, I mean, you just, tell them to. That's the thing, though. You got to educate your kid to make them hard enough to deal with the real world. You can't
Yeah.
just protect them from the
She's
real world.
pretty good about it because one day she just wouldn't listen to me and kept kind of trying to run off the sidewalk into the road. And then the last time I put my arm out and I smacked her, not intentionally, but I smacked her across the chest like so hard trying to knock her back, and she fell onto her butt and hit her head and started crying. I'm like, that's what happens. You don't try and run out in the road. That was
You
nothing.
slipped. I tried to say, I saved you. You slipped.
No, I didn't want her going in the road, so I freaked out. But
Yeah.
yeah, and she hasn't done it since.
So some kid on a bike got hit right next to my house when I was 3 years old. Still remember it. Because my mom trotted me out there to see what happened. She's like, "Oh, what happened? Oh, look, some idiot kid was out in the road with her bike." I remember seeing the kid, and I don't think my mom realized the kid was still there, like in eyesight. And the kid got hammered by a car doing like 45 miles an hour over the top of the kid. And then I seen some stuff that I don't think agreed with me. I don't fuck around in the road though. I never did. I was like, I'm gonna keep my distance from the road. I'm not
Eric
gonna
would
be
do
a
some
kid.
crazy fucking shit that damn near killed him, but
Yeah, I don't fuck
none
around
of
in the
it
road.
was done on a road.
I don't fuck around on the road either. I got hit by a car when I was in elementary school, so
Yeah, I got hit by a
You
car
were
on my way
fucking
to a
around in the
Flogging
road,
Molly
weren't
concert.
I was.
Yeah, and then Ricky fucking around in the road at Flogging Molly concert.
Yeah.
You notice I didn't tie my zip line over the road. I didn't do that.
That would have been really cool if you could get it to work, though.
Yeah, that would have been cool. You know what would be really cool is if it broke and then I landed in the back of a mattress truck.
Because that's how.
And it just rode away.
Open,
And my brother's like,
open
what
truck.
the fuck just happened?
You know what
Like
happened?
one of those old trucks with the thing.
It would be just high enough, he'd clear Hummers and that kind of stuff, taller vehicles. But he'd go and there'd be a semi-truck. And
Yeah.
he'd clear the truck, but not quite the trailer. But it wouldn't hit him hard enough to kill him, just enough to really knock the shit out of him.
Yeah. You guys ever seen that movie, Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so there's the end scene where the monster's underneath the truck.
Uh-huh.
I always wanted to do that.
Damn,
Okay,
yeah.
I actually had myself already. I was gonna ride underneath my dad's truck,
Yeah.
do that, and then luckily I didn't wake up on time because I'm not good at waking up, and I was so pissed off. I was like, I wrecked my opportunity. I could scare the shit out of my dad. And then as it, like I forgot about it that day, then I remembered about it when I was like 10. I was like, dude, you were just gonna die.
That would have been a horrible
That was the
idea.
luckiest not being able to. That was like the time when not being able to wake up saved my life.
Something was keeping you asleep.
Yeah, my laziness. My laziness saved my life. I told people, I'm like, being lazy saved my life more than once. You know? I mean, whew. Like I was gonna run a marathon once. No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, the Annabelle death reminded me. Have you guys watched that movie Taking Lives? Angelina Jolie and Ethan Hawke. So it's about a killer that would kill people and then just basically assume their identities.
Oh.
Yeah. And so near the beginning of it, this kid, he's like something like his car breaks down or he's helping a guy fix his car. This guy bends over and he just kicks the guy out in front of a car. It just reminded me of that scene because it was fucking gruesome. But at least it wasn't a little kid in Taking Lives. So
Kind of reminded me of the Pusher in the Dark Tower books.
yeah.
But there was nobody there.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
So were you guys like totally like disappointed of how the mother actually looked? Like they
No.
made all this hype about the ringing the bell and all this. Like clearly her face was destroyed, but I thought it was gonna be like.
I think it was the
demon,
perfect amount. I think it was like the perfect amount of destroyed.
Well, why couldn't she walk?
I think she could. She'd been laying in the bed so long, maybe. I don't know.
Was
maybe,
she Uncle Joe in that shit?
Yeah, she was, I think.
Grandpa
Fucking
Joe.
Uncle Joe, Grandpa Joe in it.
Grandpa
She's
Joe.
over there like, oh, I can't walk. Hold on, we're gonna go on an exciting tour. Yeah, I can walk. Hold on, I just gotta
Go to a fucking
stretch out a little bit.
candy factory? Fuck yeah, get up.
Yeah. There's gonna be a couple Oompa Loompas I can corner up. Here we go.
But yeah, those two girls underneath the sheet, like that freaked me out. Or that
That was
Hand-
bad.
yeah.
There's a few moments in this when I watched in theaters that I jumped and I was just like, motherfucker, you got me again, you son of a bitch movie. Where I didn't get that really in the first Annabelle movie. I don't remember
As
there
long-
being many, if any, of those parts in that movie.
As long as everybody jumped, because if only Steve jumped, that's embarrassing.
It is a little bit, yeah. But, you know, everybody's watching the movie, so.
There's a movie called I think it's The Fourth Kind. It's a movie set in Alaska. It's supposed to be like a scary movie, right? It's not scary, unfortunately. It's about like people seeing these owls, but turns out to be aliens. Anyway, so my brother and I decided we were going to go to the scary movie. And we're going to be drunk, right? So I'm not even shitting you. We got drunk. Like, Kelly, were you there for the whole movie, or did you just drop us off?
I think I dropped you off.
Yeah. So we were really drunk. So it turns out when you're drunk, which I'm going to try, I should try this with Insidious or this movie, is do it drunk and then see if I get more scared. But this movie, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, the aliens were funny. The levitating was funny. We got asked to leave like 4 different times. Hey, could you guys just get out of here? Because we were throwing like we were drunk enough. We were throwing stuff.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't there then. I remember that.
Yeah, we were throwing popcorn and laughing our asses off. And we finally almost got kicked out because I kicked my popcorn across the thing on accident. I stood up and was like high kicking, laughing because it was hilarious. And then I accidentally kicked the popcorn on the seat. And then it shot across. I didn't hit anybody with it, thank God. But it was so much fun, though. My brother was like, "Do you think we should slow down the alcohol?" When we got there, and we both had like a whole one of those big giant cups,
Yeah.
like a quarter filled with liquor.
Fold on.
And then fold. And then so we brought him up to the stand, and the lady's like, "Can you And I go, "Can you just fill this up? It's already got some in it. Can you just fill it the rest of the way?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And I think she regretted that because we definitely got her in trouble. We were loaded. Yeah, but we did it safe though. We had Kelly pick us up.
Oh yeah, at least you didn't drink and drive. We're good.
Good. We almost had to call her like an hour early, a couple of times.
Oh man.
And I started to get hungover. You know, like a couple hours later, I was like, "That was dumb. I should have just stayed drunk." That's the trick. You just stay drunk.
Yeah.
That's what Rick Sanchez does. He's never had a
That's right.
hangover.
That's why
You
he always
just-
has
you
his
just
mask
keep-
on.
Plus, he's got those chemicals, right? He wakes up, he's got a hangover, he snorts something or does whatever. He sprays it in his eyes, and then he's
Yeah.
fine.
It's like I think it's actually a fleeb he uses. He soaks
It
a
could be.
fleeb in like some kind of juice, and then he squirts that into his eyes. Because I'm almost positive that's a fleeb he uses.
Yeah, could be.
Oh man.
So yeah, you guys ever been drunk in a movie theater before?
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. The people who partake should do that once,
Here's the thing.
and then we can have Steve to drive us. Bam! Steve not getting drunk is useful for once.
Steve has done worse things in a theater than I ever have, and he was sober.
What? No.
Oh yeah, yes,
true.
I remember that.
What would he do?
Pissed all over the back seats.
Like all of them. He walked down the row and pissed on all the seats. That's how I understand
Took
it.
a poo in the urinal.
Steve had a bad face.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, most people can blame
Steve's
their
a
bad
bad
face
boy.
on drugs or yeah.
I was just an
can,
asshole.
yeah. It's funny. Most people they can like blame their bad shit on booze or alcohol. Steve's like, no, I'm just an asshole.
Couldn't help it. Sorry, guys.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
That's all right. I've done bad stuff in a movie theater, but not like that.
Damn it. Oh man.
Oh man. It's so nice. It's dark in there and everything. Like, what do they expect?
That probably, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
why they run a mop through everything.
Well, that's
else.
also one of the reasons why the damn floors are so fucking sticky.
Damn it, Ricky.
It's not spelled soda.
What kind of
not.
theaters are you going to, man?
The ones here in town-
Pee-wee Herman theater.
The kind Pee Wee Herman. Nice job, Kelly. Nice. She beat me to it. High five, Kelly. That's like probably the 5th time, but I'm gonna say it's the first time because that's the first time recorded. Nice job.
I was like, fuck you.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. What ratings do you guys give this?
I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 3 stars.
I gave it a 4 star. Did I give it 4 stars? Okay, 4 stars.
I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 4.5 for being scary as shit, but I also rated it a little lower than I would have because I thought it was a 5-star movie for the most part, except for that stupid fucking demon.
Stupid demon.
No, it's creepy.
They shouldn't have shown him.
You guys did think like when the hand grabbed the doll, that was a little creepy.
Oh, that
right?
was creepy, but they
That
should
was
have never
creepy.
shown the whole demon. Like just
Yeah,
a
like-
hand, just the eyes glowing, not the whole thing.
The part in the mirror was creepy though, because you only see it for like a split second and it's not clear.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's when they make him
Yeah.
clear.
And
When he's
it's when they Spider-Man him through and behind
That
people.
was hilarious.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
fucking stupid.
Or
as
Or
shit.
like in the first movie when he picks the doll up and runs at somebody with it.
Yeah.
Come on, what are you doing? You fucking
spider
idiot.
demon, spider demon, riding down the wall like a spider demon. All right, there's one thing I got to talk about: the girl in the ladder. Okay,
Yeah.
who does that?
Oh God, with the light
First
bulb.
off, am I right, or do a lot of women be able to touch super hot shit without it burning them? What the hell is the deal with that?
Those
That's
were,
mother
those were the
string.
bulbs
I
that
can do it.
those were the bulbs that would burn the fuck out of your hand if you touched them. With
yeah,
you
they
guys
were
know what
like
I'm talking
molten
about.
lava hot.
Yeah. Or so, I'm sure you guys have ever like turned the hot water on after somebody's been doing dishes and it burns the holy living crap out of your like hurts so bad you feel like you need to put cold water on it.
Yeah.
How do they that's kind of like running over it.
You know, it was the adrenaline. She had so much adrenaline and fear in her body she couldn't feel pain.
Well, it's also just that
Hey.
old man strength just coming back up. I mean,
That could be what it is.
even
Because
women
that
back
is.
there were tougher.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
it.
know,
You called it, Ricky. Nice job. You brought an old man strength back in the equation.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it is. I mean, even
know
women
what's
back
funny?
in the day had old man strength.
I wonder how many people that are under the age of 18 right now could actually operate a ladder the first time they've ever seen it.
Operate a ladder.
That's proper
Like, set
terms,
it
I
up
think.
You
without
guys-
falling
No, I
over,
know,
is that
I
what you're
just-
talking about?
Yeah. Set it up safely so you could get up it. I mean, I don't.
I doubt even 70% of the population could.
I'm gonna say not that many.
So I can.
I
say
bet that
for
girl
sure,
could've changed the
that
tire,
I've taken
too.
classes where there's like people like fresh out of high school, and like we have to use a ladder to get up into wood duck boxes, and you literally have to go through and walk them and talk them through a step-by-step process of how to set up. Not like even just like a leaning ladder. I'm talking like a step ladder. Like
An
set
A-frame.
that up.
An A-frame ladder,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, and walk up it, and they're like, well, how do I do this now? What side do I walk up? Like, I literally saw one of them trying to walk up the back side.
How close do I
of
gotta
these
get
ladders.
this thing?
Did you ever see that Facebook video of the kid trying to open the can with the old school can opener and everybody starts cheering when he gets it open?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of stupid
Think about-
society we live in.
How many 18-year-old dudes in World War II did that without even thinking about it? Old man strength.
Huh.
Shoot, I know a guy who doesn't even need a candle, but he just sticks his tooth in there and then just goes this.
It's his only tooth, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Name's Popeye, too.
It's a good one.
It's always
Popeye
spinach.
too?
He does. Yeah.
So what'd you rate it, Steve?
I gave it 4 stars. My mouse died. I don't know how I'm gonna stop the stream.
Your mouse just died?
Yeah.
Is the cord unplugged?
Probably. I'll have to deal with that in just a little bit. All right.
Your mouse died.
I hope it
All right,
didn't actually.
extended stream.
I hope it didn't actually die. But we'll deal with that in just a little bit.
All the talk of the fleebs that did it.
Yeah. I was so I gave it 4 stars. It was a good movie. I liked it. It was it was on par with, like, you know, a little not as good as the first Conjuring, but better than you know, Annabelle for sure, and maybe maybe a little better than the second Conjuring. I think so.
I don't think it was as good as Insidious, though. I think
No,
when I seen
Insidious still has
that.
that. Insidious is still above that.
Oh yeah, did you see Insidious in the theaters?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you fucked yourself. Fucked yourself so hard. I seen it in the theaters, and I mean, I jumped and screamed. I think we seen it twice, didn't we?
In theaters, no, only once.
Oh no, we went with my brother, and he fucking left during the scariest part. I was like, "You dickhead! How did you know?" Anyways, it's that part that was like the demon standing there, and they turn away, and then his face is right behind the guy, and he's like doesn't even know.
Yeah.
You idiot! I think it was the guy, the lady. Doesn't matter. That's scary. The Darth Maul demon was scary with those long, creepy fingers. Ugh. Oh God, those long, creepy fingers. You know, so creepy.
They could do stuff to you, like what fingers do. Long,
Oh my God.
fingers.
It would be handy to have fingers that long though. Like when you want to do a pull my finger joke, your finger's so much longer. It's like, hey, you want to pull my finger?
Oh,
And the guy's
goodness.
like, what the fuck? Why is that twice as long as a normal finger? Hey, you know what else is twice as long? Wait, I need to genetically engineer my fingers to be twice as long.
Damn it, dude.
Yeah. Then I can use that joke.
Oh man.
Can't you just use that joke now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it would be easier to use it. Like, well, they're not going to say, hey, your fingers are long.
That's true.
the
They're
problem.
not.
That's the
They're
setup
not.
for the
It
joke
would be
is
really
fucked.
weird then, because then
I
you'd
have
have to be
regular
like,
size hands.
then you'd have to be like, pull my finger. You know, it's twice as long as that.
It's
just-
It seems.
It's just
That
not the
seems like
same.
I'm yeah, I could have used that in high school because that would be appropriate for that age. But nowadays, no, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to wear those gloves that Charlie's uncle has to wear. Make your hands
Oh
bigger
my
so you got
God.
longer fingers.
I mean, Erik, I'll just genetically engineer I'll just go get a CRISPR thing and be like, then inject myself with it, and I'll fuck it up and I'll just make my pinky toe like 3 times longer. Wouldn't that suck?
You just
That'd be
stub
the
it on
worst thing
everything.
ever.
You'd stub it on everything.
It would just be constantly broken. It would not fit in any shoes known to man, and you'd basically just have to chop it off. Oh man, and then what if it grew back too? God, that would suck. Oh, I just figured out like a horrible disfigurement that would super suck.
Damn
And
it.
it's not even that bad. Like, it doesn't sound that bad at first. Then you think about the usage of that. Are you already turned? Play your mouse.
What?
You know.
There. You're.
Did you got your mouse working?
Nope.
So next week's movie choice.
It's your choice.
So Jason's choice for next week. I'm gonna get up, guys. You're probably gonna see my ass. I apologize, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get my mouth.
Oh!
While Jason chooses his movie.
Wait,
Just a
Kelly,
second.
do it.
Oh,
The thing you say on the ow or whatever they do.
ow!
There you go.
Woo!
Yeah, the 80s or the early 90s movie stuff.
All right. Well,
Steven falls down and breaks his fucking leg.
parkour. Parkour. All right. So I'm gonna choose the movie House. I don't actually know if it's scary or not. I can't remember.
Oh,
What is the movie?
House from
It's super dumb, but
1986.
it just
I've
creeps
never
me
seen it.
out.
it creeped Eric out when he was a kid.
When I was a
so-
little kid, it would scare the shit out of me, and I remember being scared as a kid. But I haven't seen the movie
What
in
is it even
20
about?
years. It's about a house that's haunted.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not
No.
about the
It's
doctor
actually
house?
it's about a house that's possessed.
Oh yeah, the house is possessed. Technically, it's a lamp in the house that's holding the possession. But I don't remember the movie very well. I just
don't
remember
remember
as
the
a
lamp.
little kid, it scared me.
Yeah. Creepy.
What's it on, Jason?
I was buying it as we started, but then I put my phone down because we started. I got to finish purchasing
I was
it.
really hoping you were gonna have us watch the Atomic Blonde. And you're gonna be like, everybody's gonna be scared at how good of a fighter she is in the movie.
No.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, I heard of things there, Steven. I think it's back on.
Did it get unplugged somehow?
No, it was still plugged in. I think maybe I lost a USB port. Uh-oh.
Another one?
No, the mouse is.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's kind of working. I think it might be the mouse.
All right, so I guess we're watching House next week.
Not Dr. House. Don't fuck it up, Ricky. It's going to be on Google Play. House 1. Because I'm buying 1 and 2, so watch the first one.
I put Hosers.
Hosers. Hosers.
No, we're going to watch Hosers instead. I made an executive decision.
We watch Hoosiers instead with Gene Hackman. That's supposed to be a good movie. Never seen it. Wait, it's a sports movie, though. I don't know if that's good. Oh, Hoosiers is a hockey movie?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. I like hockey.
I don't know.
I want to
making
play
shit up right
hockey
now.
now. Do you guys ever want to just play hockey?
I like playing hockey. I was always the goalie, though. Because
No, I'm talking about real hockey, like on ice, not like standing on
no,
your
I don't want to
neighbor's
do that
cement
because I
yard.
will die.
You won't die, but I'm going to smash the shit out of you when we get into the close area. I don't know how I'm going to do it, though.
Oh, it's a basketball movie.
Basketball, hockey, what's the difference?
Whatever, it's the same thing.
A
Sports
lot of difference.
No, there's not. Sports are sports. They're all the same.
Bunch of dudes, sweaty dudes, throwing a ball around to each other.
All these rules and
Hockey
shit.
doesn't have a ball. You know that, right?
Hockey has a puck,
It
man.
sometimes has a ball if you're playing street hockey.
Or field hockey.
Yeah, you see.
Or elementary
Oh, man, we
school
should just
hockey.
watch,
Hey, see, exactly. Boom, bitch.
We should just watch Wayne's World, right? There's street hockey in
Dude,
there.
Yeah!
just
Game
made a good
on!
point. I never realized that almost every sport has a ball in it.
Or Clerks. We could watch Clerks because Clerks has hockey on the roof.
It does.
Roof hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, roof hockey.
Yeah. Instead, we're going to watch the creepy movie House.
Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Swayze. Nice.
All right, guys. So join us next week, 7 to 9, 7 of whatever. I guess I keep saying 9 because that's when our stream is for our video for our video game.
Video games, yeah.
Video games.
game.
So join us next week, Sunday, where we talk about House. We're gonna start that 7 o'clock.
Well,
Pacific
we'll talk
time.
a little bit about House.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about House and then a whole bunch about other stuff like we do every week on 2.5 Stars.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric on Twitter at.
Quick and Severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at.
Sugar Snuggles. I almost said Quick and Severe.
She's also on Quick and Severe. You can follow Jason on Twitter at.
Unbelievable one.
You can follow Ricky on Twitter at.
Furry Twitter balls. Twitter is spelt without an E.
Oh, man, I'm glad we got that one. So the stream will be on youtube.com/deathbylikepresents, twitch.tv/heroicadventure, and whatever my Mixer channel is. No clue what that is still. I don't know. I just signed up for it, and I can't get back. I can't get into it anymore, so I have no idea what's linked to this thing. What else do we got? This will come out on Google Play, iTunes, and Stitcher. So just look for 2.5 Stars. And I think that's going to be it. Join us on Thursday. Hopefully somebody will be here to stream because I still have class. So, yeah, we'll be playing something on Thursday, 7 to 9 Pacific time on those things. YouTube.com/deathbylikepresents and twitch.tv/heroicadventure. If nobody has anything else, though, I think that's going to be it.
Bye.
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 Oh, man, we should have green screened in a portal for you, Eric.
See ya.
I didn't think of that. No!